Hello viewers and welcome to Nobul Tech. On today's video we're diving deep into the Nyan Box, a compact ESP32 powered wireless security toolkit that has been blowing up across the hacking and RF communities. Before we begin, a reminder: jamming, unauthorized deauthentication, spoofing or interfering with networks you do not own is illegal. Everything shown today is for educational purposes, on equipment I own or have explicit permission to test. Alright, let's get into it. The Nyan Box is basically a 2.4 GHz cyber multi-tool. It's built around an ESP32 Room-32U, paired with 3 nRF24 GT Mini modules, giving it a surprising amount of RF flexibility for something this small. It's not trying to replace a hack RF. It's not trying to be a flipper. It's trying to be a fast, portable menu-driven wireless reconnaissance device. And it absolutely nails that role. The core capabilities include Wi-Fi scanning, analysis, and authorized deauthentication. We also have Bluetooth scanning, spoofing, cloning, and exploit tools, drone remote ID detection and spoofing, 2.4 GHz spectrum analysis, camera detection, flock safety camera detection, beacon spam and captive portals, AirTag, smart tag, and tile detection. It's basically a pocket-sized RF lab. Let's break down the hardware because this is where the Nyan Box really surprised me. We've got the ESP32 Room-32U, which I mentioned before, which is dual core with 240 MHz, and an external antenna variant for better range. It has triple nRF24 GT Mini modules. These are the secret sauce. 3 nRF24s allow the device to scan multiple channels simultaneously, perform fast spectrum sweeps, run spoofing and scanning without blocking the user interface, and handle parallel Bluetooth and Wi-Fi tasks. It has a 0.96-inch display, which I'll do the peel on for now. It has 128 by 64 pixels, and the display is crisp and readable even outdoors. For the battery, we have a 2500 mAh battery with 6 to 10 hours of battery life depending on scanning load, and it has USB charging. Before we continue, a quick look at how fast it is to get a PCB made with PCBWay. Just drop in your Gerber files and boom, PCBWay pulls in all the specs automatically. Choose your thickness, color, finish, or leave it stock if you just want it fast. The price updates in real time, which I love. No surprises. Hit order, pick your shipping, and that's it. PCBWay handles fabrication, quality checks, and ships it straight to your bench. If you want your next project to look pro, get it made with PCBWay. Before we go any deeper into the features, I want to take a moment to talk about the design of the Nyan Box because honestly, this thing deserves its own spotlight. The first thing you notice is the 3D printed enclosure, and let me tell you, this is one of the cleanest prints I've seen on a consumer-facing hacker tool. The finish is smooth, the layer lines are practically invisible, and the tolerances are tight. This isn't your typical garage printed shell. This is professionally done and it shows. Then there's the branding, the Nyan Box logo and the cat imagery. It's fun, it's playful, and it gives devices personality without making it feel like a toy. It's the kind of branding that sticks in your mind and makes the device instantly recognizable on a desk or in a gear bag. One of my favorite design touches is the antenna spacers. Not only do they look great, giving the antennas that little cat ear silhouette, but they also serve a functional purpose. They add structural reinforcement, keeping the antennas aligned and preventing stress on the connectors. It's a small detail, but it's the kind of detail that tells you the designers actually use their own hardware. The buttons are another highlight. They've got a really satisfying tactile click, responsive, firm, and easy to actuate even when you're not looking directly at the device. For something you'll be navigating constantly, that matters more than people think. On the left side, you've got a simple on-off switch. On the right side, the top button is the boot button, and below it is the reset button. In my testing, I didn't need to hold the boot button for firmware updates. The web flasher handled everything automatically, but depending on your setup or OS, you might need it. It's there if you do. Now let's talk about the PCB, because I'm going to show it on camera and it deserves the attention. The Nyan Box PCB is clean. The trace layout is tidy, the component placement is logical, and the overall board design feels intentional rather than rushed. It's manufactured on a purple PCB which already gives it that premium custom hardware vibe. Flip it over and you're greeted with the Nyan Cat logo printed on the back, along with the names of the creators, JBOHack and ZR Kraken. It's a small touch, but it adds character and gives credit where it's due. This is clearly a passion project. Overall, the design of the Nyan Box is one of the reasons I like it so much. It's fun, it's functional, and it feels like a device built by people who genuinely care about the craft. To demonstrate this, I'll take you over to the Nyan Devices website. We simply click Flash Device. You got some stuff to read before you begin? Before we install the Nyan Box firmware, we plug in the USB-C cable. And now we click on Install Nyan Box Firmware. We connect to the Nyan Box, in this case it's the CP210-2N USB to UART bridge controller COM3. The COM number might be different for you depending on your system. And we connect. Install Nyan Box. Do you want to erase the device before installing Nyan Box? Yes. Erase device. And next. And do we want to install Nyan Box version 4.37.12, which is the latest firmware as of the recording of this video? We click Install. Installation is now complete, so we click on Next. And that's it, we are done. As I said previously, the setup and flashing of the Nyan Box is very easy. No Python, no ESP tool, no command line, just click and go. So let's take a look at the firmware. First, let's take a look at the Wi-Fi suite. This is where the Nyan Box really flexes. Under Wi-Fi, we have Wi-Fi scan, channel analyzer, camera detector, Wi-Fi deoffer, deoff scanner, packet monitor, beacon spam, evil portal, and pineapple detector. We also have Ponagotchi detector, Ponagotchi spam, and then we have back. So going into Wi-Fi scan, we can see that it's scanning all the Wi-Fi networks in the area. Another wonderful feature of the Nyan Box that it has a privacy mode for people like myself, so I can show you what it's doing without doxing myself. Taking a look at the channel analyzer. We can see that we've got some activity there on channels 6 and 11. If we go on the camera detector, it'll do a scan for local cameras. We have Wi-Fi deauthentication, which I won't be showing you here, and I don't recommend you test this out on anything other than your own networks or a network you have permission to do so, as long as there are no consequences, so make sure you know what you're doing before you do this kind of thing. We have a deauthentication scanner, so you can detect if someone is deauthenticating you. We have packet monitor. This monitors the packets that are currently going through the air as we speak. We have beacon spam, which spams beacons or SSIDs, so it looks like there's loads of SSIDs in the area. Typical ones like this is the Rickroll. We have evil portal. This puts out a fake website where people can put in credentials for you to capture. We also have a pineapple detector. Let's see if there's any pineapples in the area. Not currently, as mine is not turned on. We've also got the Ponagotchi detector, which is like the other detectors, but for Ponagotchis. And then we've got Ponagotchi spam, which you can use this to make it look like there's loads of Ponagotchis in the area. And that's the Wi-Fi suite. Going into a little bit more detail, the Wi-Fi scanner lists access points, shows encryption, channel and RSSI, shows connected clients, identifies hidden networks, and tracks packet activity in real time. The channel analyzer offers real-time congestion graph, noise floor estimation, peak detection, and channel hopping. The camera detector fingerprints Wi-Fi cameras passively, including Ring, Blink, Nest, Arlo, Wise, Reolink, Eufy, Hikvision, Dahua, and Axis. The packet monitor offers packet sniffing, channel lock or hop, packet counters, and exportable logs. Beacon spam can do random SSIDs, meme SSIDs like the Rickroll, custom lists, and multi-channel broadcast. And for the evil portal, there are templates included, but I won't go into them here. Going over to Bluetooth, we have Bluetooth Scan. The Bluetooth scanner offers device name, MAC, RSSI, manufacturer data, flags, TX power, UUIDs, and advertising payload. As you can see, it's found many Bluetooth devices around me. We have the Bluetooth inspector, which is much like the Bluetooth scanner, only offers more details. And these are the details that Bluetooth inspector presents. We also have Bluetooth fingerprinting, which includes the Nyan Box detector, the Flipper Zero detector, Axon bodycam detector, Mesh-tastic and Mesh core detectors, and a skimmer detector, as well as AirTag detector and an AirTag spoofer. AirTag spoofing pretends like there are AirTags in the area when there are not. We also have Smart Tag detector, Tile detector, and the Ray-Ban Meta glasses detector. We also have the Bluetooth spammer, which is much like the Wi-Fi scanner in that it spams Bluetooth addresses. We also have Swift Pair, Sour Apple, Sour Droid, and Bluetooth spoofer. Sour Apple and Sour Droid pretend to be Apple and Android-based devices trying to connect to the phone via Bluetooth, like headphones, watches, etc. And then you have Bluetooth spoofer, which is the same thing but more generic. With all these tools, this is where the Nyan Box goes from cute gadget to legitimate research tool. Now going across to other, here we find things like drone detector. Drone detector shows RemoteID over Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It shows GPS, altitude, speed, and operator location, and locate mode using RSSI. We have the drone spoofer, which generates fake RemoteID packets, randomized GPS, altitude, and operator ID information. We have flock detector, which detects flock safety surveillance cameras. Hopefully there are none in my area. We also have device scout and an NRF scanner. And here you can see that it's showing us some real-time data. We also have a spectrum analyzer for real-time 2.4 GHz sweeps, auto-scaling, peak hold, noise floor estimation, and multi-NRF parallel scanning. Again, we can see that this is showing us real-time data. And that's all the front-end functionality. We also have settings, where we find all different settings we can tweak. And then we have about, which tells us that this was done by JBOHack and ZR Kraken. And just a massive thank you to JBO and Kraken for sending me the Nyan Box for review. It is greatly appreciated, and this device is absolutely beautiful. The design is outstanding. As you've been watching this video, in case you've been wondering, you may have noticed it says Level 1 menu here. Yes, the Nyan Box has an RPG leveling system, and yes, it's ridiculous, but also kind of brilliant. If we click to the right here, we can see that I am Level 1 Noob. You gain XP for scanning, analyzing, spoofing, or using utilities. There are 9 ranks, session bonuses, and your level is broadcast to nearby Nyan Boxes. It's gamified hacking, and it works. So what are the pros and cons of the Nyan Box? The pros are that it has a massive feature set, the UI is fast, it has excellent Bluetooth tools, surprisingly powerful Wi-Fi suite, great battery life, active development, and an absolutely stunning design. The only con that I can find is that it doesn't have a battery life indicator. My final score for the Nyan Box, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It's a must-have for RF hobbyists and pen testers. But wait, there's more. This isn't out yet, but this is an extension module for the Nyan Box. That's right, they're adding modules to the Nyan Box to expand their functionality even further. So as you can see on the board here, we have an ESP32C5 room. We have GPS. We have 2 USB-C ports. And on the other side, we have an ESP32S3 mini and an SD card slot, as well as a vibration motor. More details of the expansion modules will be coming soon. And one last thing to show off is the Nyan device's SAO. Valitech Solutions also showed off this board, and number 1, it's cute, but number 2, it's quite an interesting little device. As soon as you add power to it, it starts to de-authenticate. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more from Nobul Tech, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button to be kept notified. I've been Og, and you've been watching Nobul Tech, and as always, stay curious.